Hey YouTube, my name is Jane. I'm a runner. I'm 54 years of age and I've now started a YouTube channel. What it's about is all things running, from shoes to events to things you may like to things you might not like about running. So I'll start here. The first thing I'm going to review is a new shoe that I've just purchased in the last couple of days. There's a lot of hype on this one. It's not released at the moment worldwide. There is a few around, but it's not here in Australia. So here it is, the Adidas Adizero Evo SL. Pretty cool shoe. I've been waiting in anticipation for this for a little while. I'll just run through the stats for you. Okay, this one is a US 11.5, and in my size it weighs 260 grams. So it's pretty light for an everyday trainer. Okay, it's 38 mils in the heel, and it runs to 32 in the forefoot with a 6 mil drop. It's full Light Strike Pro, same as the Pro 3. With the outsole has a continental rubber at the forefoot, and on the rear it's got a bit of protection here on the rear with a fair bit of exposed foam through the middle. On the upper you've got the engineered single layer mesh. It's nice and breathable, and it fits pretty well. I would say definitely true to size. I wouldn't go down a size. Notoriously, as we know, with the Adizero range, they're pretty snug. If you've got a wide foot, I probably would keep away from it, but it's definitely a lot wider than a lot of the other Adizero range. Pretty comfortable as well. In the heel, obviously we've got with the heel tab, there's a little bit of movement, but it's pretty structured as well. We've got a fair bit of cushioning on the inside and the heel as well, so it's pretty comfortable. Locked down when I put them on, no problem whatsoever. You didn't need to use the runners, not at all. It was a nice, comfortable feel. Little bit of room through the forefoot, but I didn't think that was a bad thing, especially if you wear it on a bit of a longer run. It lets your foot expand a little bit. This shoe in Australia, I believe, is going to retail for $240, which for an everyday trainer it's pretty average sort of a price. It's not a bad price. I don't think it's too expensive, but I'm taking into consideration that $240 is a lot of money, as we all know. But I think Adidas definitely are pretty competitive when it comes to pricing. So I'm pretty happy with the $240 as an everyday trainer. I have taken these trainers out for one run so far. I'm just tapering this week. I've got a half marathon coming up on the weekend, so this week's just a taper for me, so I'm not doing a lot of Ks. And this run was an 8K run, 6 kilometres at a very easy pace of 6 minutes to 6 minutes 30 per kilometre. And then the last 2 kilometres, which I wasn't supposed to, I picked it up to do a bit of tempo work just to sort of see how the shoe would perform. And I ran it at about 4:15 to 4:30 for those 2 kilometres. My thoughts are, to be honest, is as an everyday trainer, it's got plenty of cushion. You certainly don't feel the road whatsoever. It's obviously got the fairly aggressive rocker at the front, so it really does propel you and want you to push you onto your toes, which is a nice feeling at faster paces. At probably the lower speed, 6 minutes to 7 minutes. To be honest, the Light Strike Pro, as we know, it is definitely got good rebound and energy return, but it's probably a little bit boring at those slower paces. But when I picked it up to the 4 minutes 30, the midsoles certainly come alive, and you can feel that energy return, and you can feel it really aggressively pushing you onto your toes. It's a nice smooth transition through your gait as well. So I really recommend it if you wanting to do some tempo sessions or run at a reasonably faster pace. I would sort of say anywhere from probably the 5 minute 30 and lower pace, that you'll get more out of it running at its speed. In my opinion, it's probably suited as an everyday trainer. I think it's going to do a lot of distance. You could probably do your small workouts in it, and you could probably no problems take it onto a long run. It's got plenty of cushion, so it'd be suitable for pretty much every distance. I think the outsole with the Continental rubber will hold up perfectly. It's very grippy from the run that I had. It was a very wet day. We're storming here a lot at the moment on the coast and the Gold Coast, and it was very grippy in the wet conditions, so I wouldn't have a problem with it in wet and dry conditions. I think it's going to be an outstanding shoe as far as grip goes. What would I use it for? I would probably use it for maybe, as I said, the tempo runs. I would use it probably from any, you could use it from a 5K to a 10K, comfortably up to the half marathon. And look, the beauty of is it doesn't have carbon. You're probably not going to get the full propulsion as it doesn't have the carbon, but you could even run a marathon in it, no problems, because I think it's with the aggressive rocker and with the comfort, because it's a definitely comfortable shoe. I think you could run all distances. I've got as I said, I've got a half coming up on the weekend. I've only run 7 kilometres. I will do another shakeout run Saturday, and quite possibly I might even wear it for the half, because I'm with the aggressive rocker. I definitely feel that it's going to push you forward, and it'd be a nice, comfortable run in it. As far as durability, looking at the trainer without knowing, I think you'll get plenty of miles out of it. I would suspect you would get at least 6 to 1,000 kilometres in it, possibly more if you want to. And I don't think that the pop will disappear. It might over time, but again, I don't think it'd disappear for 1,000 kilometres. So I think longevity with the outsole as well is value for money is fantastic, because you'll get a lot out of this shoe. Look, it definitely is a running shoe, but I also believe I also believe that Adidas have put it out there as a lifestyle shoe. I can definitely see that with the clean lines, it definitely will appeal to a lot of people that are runners or aren't runners. So I think you could definitely chuck on a pair of jeans or shorts and wear these as a lifestyle shoe as well as a running shoe. There is limited colours, I believe, at the moment. There's this one here. There is a black with the white stripe, and there's also, I think there's a black with a grey stripe. Lucky enough, I do have another pair, and I have these ones as well. So they look pretty fresh as well. So I definitely feel the black and the white's pretty cool colours. Being Adidas, as we know, they love to release lots of colours, so don't be surprised. Come next year, there will be a lot more colours released. The only thing so far that I've come across that I haven't liked about is the tongue. The tongue itself isn't gusseted, but the problem I've found, it's a typical race tongue. It's very, very thin. There's a little bit of padding on the top, but it's very thin. But it's probably a little bit too short, so it's very hard to cinch the laces because of the short tongue. You can do a runner's knot there. I didn't need it, but I wouldn't use it because the tongue, because it's so short, won't cover with the runner's knot there. So it's a little bit silly. I feel that the way that they've done that. Nothing else really stands out at this stage that I feel that is a negative. I think it's a good, comfortable shoe. I think you're going to get a lot of enjoyment out of it. There's a lot of pop in it, and it's going to go well for quite a long time. So thanks for watching, guys, and see you next time.